Hey guys. Okay, I'm just trying to stay close because I'm shooting somewhere else today. I'm sorry about this. The downstairs area is busy right now, so that's why I'm shooting here, but I'm gonna do my best. Today's video is about Juvia's place, and it's gonna be a review of all the palettes I have and the brand in general. So stick with me and you'll hear all of my thoughts about Juvia's place, what I think about the palettes, what I think about the shadows, and all of that good stuff. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on all my social media. It's tagged. And if you're new, thank you so much for being here. If you're old, I love you. Thank you for watching my videos, and we'll get right into it. So right here, I have all of my palettes from them. I have every single palette except for the blush palettes, the Saharan, what is it? Saharan blush, I think. Saharan blush. I'm asking y'all like y'all know more stuff. The two blush palettes, and then the Zulu palette. The Zulu palette literally launched a day after I placed my order, so I was a little hurt. But when I saw the colors, I was like, it's okay. Got all these colors up in here, so we're good. So I actually did not get my Nubian, the first one. With the big order that I made, I got all of these together, which I will go into, but I guess I'll start with the Nubian. So don't judge me, y'all. It's so dirty. It's so dirty. So this is my Nubian palette. It's super dirty. You can tell that it's loved. I dropped it. So I had hit pan on this copper shade here, and then I dropped it, and I lost a soldier. It was really sad. But yeah, I've been using this. I use this color a lot. This one, another lost soldier, but I use these two colors the most, so I was really upset when they, kind of died on me. But this is a nude lover's dream. I love this palette, and so, it has the artwork up here, and then they have all of the ingredients listed online, which I do appreciate. Nothing's on the back, but you can see they get super dirty over time. Let me back up a little bit and see if you can see it better. Yeah, the palettes get really dirty over time. You can see all the marks. I use this like almost every day. I use a color in this almost every day. It's a great palette to have. It's about yay big, so. But this is a great palette. The first time that I ordered from them, they were starting to like pop. It was about a year or so ago, so it was that last summer everyone started figuring out who they were, finding out about them. Then there was the Alyssa Ashley, there was all this drama. Look, I ain't even gonna go into that, but that's when I ordered this palette from them, and it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. And you guys know I have sensitive skin and sensitive skin issues. No issues with this palette at all. It was amazing. I loved it. Loved all the colors. Absolutely adore it. So I use this all the time. So of course I had been wanting to get their other launches. I follow them on social media. I have their notifications turned on. I think they're a great company. First of all, they're black owned. The owner is Nigerian, and I just love the palettes. I love the theme of all the palettes. I love that they're inspired by Egyptian gods and goddesses and I love it all. I'm just like, ugh, yes, do it for the culture. Honestly, so I finally was like, let me just get all these launches because I had been wanting to get them anyways. When the Masquerade palette came out, y'all, I was so hurt. I didn't have money to get it then, but I got all of them, so we're just gonna go in order. So this is the Nubian 2. I'm just starting to really use these because, like I told you guys in my last video, my Jaclyn Hill palette and me didn't really get along. It really wasn't doing too well with my skin. Now, some of these palettes have similar formulas because what I found interesting was that the owner, I can't think of her name right now, but come on. Okay. I cannot think of the owner's name right now, but she doesn't stick with one particular formula for every single palette. All of the formulas for each palette are slightly different. So this is the Nubian 2, and this is also bigger. Let's see if I can open this without dropping them. Oh my gosh, almost lost another soldier. Noticeably way bigger. This is a way bigger palette. And so after the Nubian, they started switching to these bigger pan sizes, which I do really like. I love this palette. I love the colors in this. I actually used this complete palette to do my look today, so let's see. If you follow me on Snapchat, let me see if I can. Come on, y'all. Okay, so you know, this is after a full day, but this was a look. I'm trying to look at the camera but also show you guys. So that's the look from today. I went and I started all over my lid with Madagascar and going into the corner, dragging that in. And then I went in with Kenya, darkened it out right here. This is Kenya. And then I went in with Jezebel and I put that in the crease, and I did like a cut crease. And then once I cut my crease, I went all over the lid with Ya. And I went into the inner corner with Shiva. And then, you know, I did my waterline and all that stuff, but that's all over my Snapchat. So, you know, if you follow me on Snapchat, I do a lot of my like kind of tutorials on Snapchat. If that's something that you guys want to see on my YouTube channel, that's cool. I find that people like reviews a lot more than they like tutorials now. But if that's something you guys want to see, I will do that on my channel. I love this. I love this palette. It's a really nice palette. A lot of people say out of all the palettes, the Nubian 2 is the best palette to get because it has the most assortment of colors and like capability to make multiple looks with this, you know, like you have some transition shades right here. You have pops of color right here in this little area with the yellow, the blue, and the green. Another kind of yellowy gold over here. You can also use Morocco and the crease and transition color, and then you have some kind of warm tone shimmers, and then of course this champagne kind of colored shimmer. It's a really great palette, and it has a multitude of looks that you can do with it just based off of the colors that are in it. So I understand why that's a lot of people's favorite palette, or because it's kind of very versatile. On to the next palette. The next one in order is the Masquerade, and so I was sad. So I actually got the bundle palette. So when I bought these, I got the Sahara and the Magic. I got these two bundled together because they offer a bundled option. But when I bought this, the bundled option with the big pan size for the Masquerade was not in stock. Tear. So I got the mini, and you know, that's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of hurt that I got the mini, but it's fine. So this is the character on the inside of the mini. She's nice and beautiful. Oh, Lord. Okay. So this one is obviously bigger than the original Nubian, but they have like width-wise, but they have the same pan sizes. So this is what, so focus this. This is what these colors look like. These colors are beautiful. And I'm not doing swatches for you guys just because I feel like this is such a popular brand that if you want to see swatches, even like on dark skin, you can find them. But this is what this palette looks like. So you kind of have these two bottom rows, which are essentially just a nude lover's dream. You have tons of transition shades. You have a couple of shimmers up in here. Juvia's Place has great shimmers. Then on the top two rows, you have these beautiful colorful shades, lots of blues, purples and pinks. So this is a really versatile palette as well. I've really only played with the blue shades in this palette, and then I think I used Makita on my eyes one time, but I love these shades as well. I think if you're trying to push yourself to do more colorful looks and stuff like that, I think the 2 is a good option, but also the Masquerade, because it does have those transition and natural kind of neutral colors that you can still work with, but you can also try and work some color in with these top 2 rows. So I loved this palette as well. I love all their palettes. Like I'm really not gonna have nothing negative to say about the product, but we gonna get to my grievances with them at the end. I want to make sure I get through all the palettes before I start that. This is gonna be a longer video because I have like 5 palettes from them, and four of the palettes are new. So I'm trying to remember. The Saharan goes next. The Saharan is next. So the Saharan and the Nubian are the same size. This is them side by side. The Saharan this is what it looks like on the inside. You see. I don't want to like wash the colors. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to wash the colors out with the light. But this is what the colors look like. They have this blue shade, a nice kind of green, yellow, emerald. What is that? Yeah, it's a green shade. It's a green shade, but it's a kind of more bright green. Then, you know, you have your transition, your shimmer. You have this nice bright red shade right here. I want to say that's Kofi. No, that's Sokoto. Kofi might be in the Magic palette. There was a video done by somebody that was saying, if you have all of these palettes and you continue to buy palettes from them, there are some similar colors in, if you have all of their launches from Nubian up until like the Zulu, there are a lot of similar colors. I don't necessarily mind that because I'm trying to build my eyeshadow palette collection up. I really like this company, but if you're trying to get unique colors in each palette, that is something to watch out for. I can link the video below that talks about the similar colors that are in the different palettes, even the recent ones that have launched that have been in the older palettes. I will link that in the description box below. Just something to be mindful of. I don't necessarily mind it. I think, you know, can never have enough of the color, but you know, that might be something that might turn people off. But this is more colorful. On the more colorful end, you have, let me see, you have this silvery shade. I'm not even trying to say that. I don't want to mispronounce it. This green emerald type shade. I love Kia. I was wearing Kia on my eyes in tangent with that emerald kind of shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette in my Sigma haul video. So this was the color that I used as the base. It's a really nice color. It's beautiful. And then I also did my friend's makeup with this color and it came out really, really nice. You have Fula, which is this nice shimmered pink tone shade, kind of rose gold Lulu shade. You have your black with Chad. This is Sokoto. Jamila, Iman, and Baroro is a more, I don't know, it's a more red toned pink. It's pretty. So they're all pretty. And they all blend out really well on the eye. Juvia's Place is known for their shimmers. I think all of their shadows are pretty nice. Their mattes are pretty good, but their shimmers like is definitely where they truly shine. And then we have the Magic palette, and this palette is as big as my head. Boy, this palette is literally huge. It's beautiful though. Please look at these two fabulous women on the cover. Just load. Because I need y'all to, do you see these beautiful women? Like, they are beautiful. Oh my gosh. And so it has the two women because it represents the kind of two aspects of this palette. So then you see them again on the inside. And then this is what the palette looks like. This palette is beautiful. This is a beautiful palette. So read off some of the names. You have a yellow tone, like a yellow gold Nubia, this pink shimmers. This palette is filled with shimmers. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you have 10 out of 16 colors are shimmers. So you only have 6 mattes, and that is these two blue tone mattes, Ife and Yahide. Nana, Zakia, Kogi is what it is, and Casey. Those are the only matte ones in here. So it's red, blue, and in kind of orange toned color. So all of the formulas for these palettes are completely different, like I was saying earlier. They're not completely different, but they switch a few ingredients around. So talc might be first in one palette, mineral oil, mineral stearate might be first in another one, mica might be first in one. Strangely though, with these palettes, my eyelids have never broken out, so I don't know whether it was just a fluke with the jacket. I don't know. I was so sad. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that palette yet, but I love all of these palettes. And I waited to do this review. I waited so long because I kept promising this to you guys, but I waited so long because I didn't want to speak and just completely bash the brand out of anger, because if y'all follow me on Snapchat, I was really upset. I ordered June 11th I ordered. I did not get my package until July 1st. So, you know, it's frustrating because, you know, on one end I'm just like, they're an indie brand. I'm trying, like, you know, you shouldn't judge them, give them as much time because you want to support indie brands. But at the same time, with Sigma's a huge brand. And then the other thing was with Morphe. It's hard to compare indie brands. My mouth is going everywhere. What I'm trying to say is, though, it's hard. You can't hold an indie brand to a corporation brand standard. And so I think it's hard as consumers to find, you know, you're a consumer. When you order, you want things in a timely manner. Do I think a month turnover time is acceptable? No, because I've ordered from lots of other indie brands before. Who is She Cosmetics? I got my stuff in 2 weeks. It shouldn't take almost a month from the time that I ordered to the time that I got my stuff. And I looked at the website. I understand processing time, but even with the longest processing time, my stuff should have come at least a week before it came. I shouldn't order something in June and then get it in July. And the thing was, I contacted them, and I had heard horror stories about this brand before. Like, if you go on YouTube and you search Juvia's Place, there are a number of videos with people talking about why I will never order from Juvia's Place again. I had never had that personal experience, and it's my belief that you shouldn't judge a brand. Obviously, proceed with caution, take heed, but unless I've just had a super negative experience with a brand, I'm not gonna be like, well, I guess I'm not going to order from them because X, Y, and Z says they won't do it. I'm going to take my chance. Personally, that's just how I operate. They have amazing products, don't get me wrong. I would just say that if you want something in a hurry, order it next day air if you do order from them. Or, you know, if you're in a hurry to buy something, maybe going to them is not necessarily your first choice. Especially if you need like an eyeshadow palette. If you need something right away, I would take heed, because it took me forever to get my stuff. I was so mad. But the minute I swatched the shadows, I was like, and my friend was like, Taylor, you just ordered from them and you were just telling me how about you were so mad because I got the email notification that the Saharan blush palettes were back in stock and I really wanted to get one. And she was like, you were just telling me how mad you were that it took forever to get your stuff the first time. Why would you turn around and order from them again? And I'm like, because they have great products. Like, they really do. As a brand, their product is solid, straight across the board. I love these shadows. I think they are the bomb. They're some of the only shadows that I use. I've used other shadows before, you know, I've used the Modern Renaissance palette, I've used the Naked palette, Coastal Stints on the cheap end, Morphe. I love these shadows. I honestly love these shadows so much. So, you know, I'm gonna obviously try and branch out, use different brands. I don't want to be a one brand type person. I want to get some variety and flavor in there, but I love these shadows. As a brand, I think they can do a better job with customer service, considering how many people they have complaining about it and how many YouTube's videos that come up when you search their brand saying they're never going to buy from them again, how they had terrible customer service. You know, when I did contact their customer service regarding my order, they created the processing for my order June 21st, and that was only after I contacted them like, hey, I'm really excited to get this product. Could you please, you know, what's going on with it, essentially. But I made sure, like, the email that I sent them was super sweet. Like, it was like, please, I'm so excited to use this. Can you check the status of my order rather than where's my order? Which is what I really wanted to know, but I was so careful with how I worded it because I have seen the videos with people talking about how they treated them horribly, how they closed out their customer service ticket. And they told me they were having issues with their warehouse, and you know, stuff happens. It took me forever to get my Sigma order, but that was the additional orders that I placed with 2 brushes in them. That wasn't my $100 order, and I think that was the problem that I had with it. I feel like as a brand, if you have somebody who is ordering this much product from you, they should take first presidents, because even with that huge sale going on, I know Sigma was backlogged like I don't know what. I got my stuff so fast. I mean, I ordered a lot of stuff, and justifiably so. I would be upset if I ordered all that stuff and I was guaranteed such and such shipping and my stuff didn't get here. They made it happen, and I called them, but like I said, Sigma is a huge company. You know, they're also an indie brand. I think they're considered to be an indie brand. They started off as an indie brand. If they're not considered to be an indie brand anymore, then my bad. But I know they started as one. They're, you know, mainly in the internet. Now they're in Urban Outfitters and other places and stuff like that, but they started off on the internet. I don't know. There's just a disconnect. And I feel like with time, they're going to get better with that. I hope they get better with that because they have such a great product. And like I'm always saying, as a Black-owned brand, it's not fair, but people are going to want to hold you to a higher standard. And they're going to blame everything that you do wrong on the fact that you're Black. And by virtue of you being Black, you know, you have to work twice as hard. So it's not necessarily fair, but I just feel like keeping that in mind and, you know, being cognizant of that as a brand and a brand owner is always important. I'm not going to stop ordering from Juvia's place. I made that decision, even though I am still a little salty about how long it took my order to get here. I love these palettes. I'm going to continue to support them. I think they're a great brand. So it's unfortunate that I had that experience with them, and I would just tell people to take heed and know that that was my experience with them. If you don't mind waiting forever and a day to get your products, go ahead. But like I said, the first time that I ordered for them and I got this palette, oops, you see, I got it in a week. So that's everything I gotta say. Those are all my palettes. They're great, even though some of them have varying different, you know, changes in the ingredient order. They still feel the same to me, even though some of the ingredients are switched around. Like I said, talc comes first in some, mica comes first in the others. They're still really good palettes. They all feel the same, even though there might be slight differences in their formulas. So if I had to say yay or nay for Juvia's Place, I would say yay, just with caution. I hope you guys enjoyed my review, blabbing. So now I'm gonna go. Have a great week. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Snapchat. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more of me and more of my reviews and my goofiness. And I will see you guys next time.